Hello, everybody. This is Julie D from NordoniaHills.news, and Happy New Year! Yay! We made it to 2022. There's got to be something said for that, right? And I think there's going to be a lot of change in town this year. I definitely do. You know, they've got to start on the Meyer project this year, or Myers, I should say, in Northfield Center. I feel we're going to see some action on that finally this year. If you don't know where that is, I think I have a pic of the area so you get a general idea. Maybe some people watching this show aren't even here in town. Here we are. So this is by the Spitzer car dealer and Northfield Center, across from the crossings. I don't know where I am. New year, still don't know where I am. Anyways, in this area right in here, like back, um, is where the Myers Superstore will be coming into town. And that's already affecting the area because we already have some new places coming into town because Myers is coming in. And they know once Myers comes in, obviously there'll be even more people traveling to this area. And, businesses want to put their businesses in places that get a lot of traffic. So it causes more traffic for the people that live here, but, you know, everybody loves a bustling city with income tax and all of that. And then of course across the street from this, because Myers is coming in, that's probably one of the reasons why we're getting Panda Express and Slim Chickens. So for the picnickers who like to park, sorry, this is crooked. This is the former Golden Corral. And, you know, many times throughout the day as you're driving by, you'll see all these cars parked there and you're like, what are these people doing? Well, there's a lot of great places around here to eat. You have Culver's, I mean, like right in this plaza. You have Culver's, Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, Panera, and people pick up their food and they come and they have a little picnic in the parking lot. Sometimes you might see the dog there. If it's a nice weather, sometimes you'll see them tailgating. Well, this is probably going to come to an end because this parking lot is actually going to be two businesses. It's going to be Panda Express and Some Chickens. And I know I've talked about that a lot in past shows, so you can just like scroll back and binge all that. But what is going to end though is these picnickers. I haven't talked about that before. I think it's nice, and it's nice to have a place. You pick up something, and you don't want to make it home. You just start eating the fries on the way home, and you're like, oh, I should have stopped because I can't wait. I have to eat it right away. So let me know in the comments if you like picnicking there. I'd be kind of interested. Oh, speaking of comments, another thing I'm always interested in what people are doing. I guess you could say I'm kind of nosy, but sometimes it's for my benefit. And perfect example was last night. I had asked out on our Facebook page what people are streaming, because obviously, or what are you binging? Some people have extra time right now where they can watch shows and not just watch shows, but like binge them, where you watch one show after another like that. So I thought I would post the question because I'm looking for new shows. So I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing it for me. I want to see, what you're watching. So let me see some of the comments, just so you know, if you want to get some ideas too. People are watching Weeds. They're watching college football. A lot of people say they're watching Cobra Kai. Now, I tried watching Cobra Kai, and I don't see what the draw is. So if you're watching Cobra Kai and you really like it, tell me in the comments. Maybe I need to get past a certain episode, but I just couldn't get it. Some people are watching Lost in Space, Shameless, Ted Lasso, Big Bang Theory, Yellowstone, Hallmark. Someone watched entire season 4 of Cobra Kai today as a family. So maybe it's a family thing. I don't know. Cobra Kai, Cobra Kai, Cobra Kai. Someone watching Midlife's Emily in Paris. I'm on the second season of that right now. We talked about The Witcher. I just finished season 2. Really liked it. I definitely, there's parts that, okay. So when shows go back and forth in time, sometimes it's a little confusing. You don't know, was that before? Was that after? Was that years ago? So there was a little bit of that going on. But definitely, I think it was definitely worth it. 911, Twilight Zone, Mayor of Kingstown. Somebody was watching my eyelids, so if you got extra sleep, that's good. So I just, I post that because I think other people might find interesting too, and they're looking for shows. You're watching a show and it comes to an end, and you're like, now what? But this has happened to me several times, and it's so funny. I'll be watching a series, and if you're binging it, you don't know how close you are getting to the end of the season, and I'll see something, I'll be like, oh, that's the cliffhanger, and then to my joy, it rolls into the next episode. I'm like, yay, it goes on. So I love shows like that. Lost in Space, there was a couple cliffhangers where I thought it was the end, and it kept going, and there was a little bit of that with The Witcher as well. So anyways, I'm always interested in in fact, there is a Facebook page called Streaming with Julie where you can post on there anytime you want what show you're streaming, so you can let me know. I'll put a link to that in the description if you guys want to follow that, and you can post there too. You can let us know what you're watching. Maybe you can let us know what shows to avoid. Maybe there's a certain season of a show that's like, they ran out of ideas, they really should have stopped. We need to know that. That's important information. Stuff like that probably affects us more than even like news, because this is like actually something we can participate in. Speaking of participating, I just have to mention that, of course, it's Sunday when I'm recording this, and the Browns do not play today. They play on Monday Night Football against Cincinnati. So I really don't know what's going to happen, but always hopeful, because you just never know with the Browns. I'll tell you that. You just you just don't know. I'm just really happy that a lot of the team is healthy now. So that's good. All right. So something fun I did. Oh, I must say, I'm sorry that I missed a show last Sunday. I decided to have some chill time. It was kind of slow news time. Things kind of start winding down, and I don't really think anybody missed me for that Sunday. But because of that, there's like so much stuff that happened. So I actually went to ChickfilA, and I think I had mentioned to you that I wanted to do this. I shared a lot of pictures when they were doing their renovation, and I was so curious to see what it looks like inside. So I'll share a link to the video so you can see it, because Dan Stanko, the owner, walked us through the whole thing from top to bottom. So I do have a couple pictures to share with you today. Well, I have a picture about this table. I can tell you more about the table, and I do have some more pictures. It looks beautiful in there, and I must say they've kind of like changed things. In regard, so there's, if you go in there, there's a story behind this table. There's a plaque right here, and then there's actually something underneath the table, a special story behind this table you have to check out. And you can go there. You can go. It's all about the app. So you need to download the ChickfilA app, and then when you do, you actually can place a mobile order and choose to pick it up curbside. You can pick it up in the drive-through, or you can actually even come in and sit. Okay, I shouldn't say mobile. Well, okay, this is how I can't remember what he calls it, mobile dine-in. You can actually tell ChickfilA that you're going there, and you sit down, and then you order right from your app, and they bring it to your table, so you don't have to go up to the counter. They're not open for people to walk in and just order and eat inside, but that should be coming very shortly. And you can walk in and get your food and then leave. So there's lots of options. And like I said, in probably like a week or two, everything will be back to normal where you can come in and sit down. Now, I don't know if they're going to be limiting their seating. But anyways, by the way, Chick-fil-A is hiring. Now, I'm telling you that Chick-fil-A has one of the fastest drive-throughs in town. And I actually have a picture that shows you. I mean, they're even faster now. Since they renovated their drive-through, they have a lot more options. I think they have more lanes. Every time I go there, it's rainy. So I'm going to go through there one of these days on a blue sky day and drive through with my dash cam. And for those of you that can't go there to see it. But this was one of the reasons for the renovation. It's now not like a little, drive through, pass through thing. They can now walk out and serve you your food. So that's one of the changes. And I think they have several lanes out there. Another reason for them to add on, and there's like so much room in the front of it when you drive by, is they have room for more storage. Paper products and all the things that they need. And obviously when there's supply issues, it's a problem. And they never had room for many, supplies before, because they're, the old business model didn't require room for that. They also have more fryers, so they can make more chicken, and they have more grills, so you can get your grilled chicken. Let's see what else I have. I think that was it. I'll put up a link, and you can watch the whole walkthrough behind the scenes, because unless you work there, you don't see this area. So I got you back there so you can see. I was just wondering, because it's like they added on quite a bit, and it's like, what are they doing? And we knew it had to be more with mobile orders, because they're doing more mobile orders than before. And obviously they're not the only ones. Let's see. So we covered that. Speaking of businesses and restaurants, so this story has been going on for a while. In Sagamore Hills, if I could, the pictures always seem to hide from me. Never seem to have the picture that I want. I don't know. That New Year, same old stuff. Oh, there we go. So as you recall, in Sagamore Hills, the 7 to 7 Mediterranean cuisine restaurant closed. It's been, I believe, more than a year. And there have been some construction starts on new business called Greek Taverna. I think it's Yanni's Greek Taverna, now that I say that. But then it seemed like progress stopped. So recently, actually the last week of the year, I saw, as you can see, there's a guy in here. Ooh, unless it's a ghost, working. It looks like he's working on flooring. And I contacted the owner, and he said that he's trying to get it open, and he is obviously has some work being done on it, but he needs more construction workers. And then going forward, he needs restaurant help. So I know he's not alone. Everybody in town is looking for workers, but if you find this interesting, just let me know, and I can put you in touch. Send me a private message, and I can put you in touch with the owner, and maybe you can help this get going. Wouldn't that be great? All right. Speaking of restaurants, yeah, I'll tell you about it now. I was going to save it to the end, but you probably just, scroll on back anyway. I can now give you a little more information about ipaki. Remember ipaki? I know you do. So where have they been? Okay, so they are working on new, basically a new focus, and their new focus is catering. They don't have a location here in town. They're just kind of like working out of Ghost Kitchen right now, but they may be coming to this area, location wise. It's really tough because there's not a lot of places in town. But anyway, their new focus is corporate catering, pharmaceutical catering, in-flight catering, and they will also, cater locally here, as long as you have 10 or more people eating. And I can actually give you a link. They have a link to their ordering system for catering, and more stuff is going to be added. They're just, they're setting this all up now. And even like if you look at the link I send you today, it may be different than if you look at it tomorrow. So if you're really interested, I don't have to tell you how wonderful the food is. It is flavors and flavors and flavors, and a good variety of different types of food. And if you haven't had ipaki and you're thinking about having a party or something, I highly recommend hiring them to cater your event. And if you've ate their food before, then I don't even have to tell you. And I know some people have been waiting for them to reopen. So the good news is, maybe a family gathering, you could easily get 10 people or more for the family gathering, and maybe no one wants to cook. So anyways, I will have the link down in the description so you can check that out. It's nice to see that what they're working on and what they are doing. All right, what else I want to talk about? Oh, so sometimes when we drive around town, we see new businesses pop up. So let me show you. I have heard of this one business. And well, here, first of all, everybody knows this building. It's across from the library, Northfield Center. By the way, I don't know what's going on there. That's really interesting. But anyways, you'll see here, I drove by and I'm like, what's that? So I had to come in and get a closer picture. And I have heard of this bakery, Graham's Goodies. I believe I've met them at events. So it looks like they're opening a spot here in Northfield Center. I'm going to find out more information. And then when I was driving around the building, I spied with my little eye, or two eyes or whatever, this one, and learning ladder gymnastics. So I will do my best to find out more information about these businesses and get back to you. But you never know, and if you're driving around town and you see a new place that you haven't seen before, send, Jabbering with Julie a message, or Julie D, or NordRunningHills.news. All roads lead to Rome, or me. Because this area, new stuff is popping up all over town, and I can't keep it straight. I'm telling you, there's just so much. So, and then the new story that just hit last week, the Ford plant finally got sold. And there's an article that's going to be going up on Ordonio's News about this, and you've probably seen other articles as well. 3 companies bought it, and they're going to be redeveloping the area, and they want to move very quickly on this. So you may see some, renovations. We're not exactly sure what's going to be demolished. This building here is going to be demolished or renovated. It's 100 plus acres, so there's a lot of work to be done. So anyways, when you're driving by, you might see some activity, and let us know. I think I even had pictures of when they took the water tower down. That was a big day. But this project has been sitting dormant for like years and years and years, and I think people kind of forgot about it, except maybe the people that drive by every day saying, what's going on? So like I said, we'll have an article going out later today, hopefully, about that. But you've probably read most of it online anyway. It's going to be industrial or light industrial. What Walton Hills is really trying to focus on is get a business in there, or several businesses that have lots of employees, because they want to bring jobs to the community, into this area, people that can't find work. And then, the tax in Walton Hills, the money comes to Walton Hills from employee tax. So the more employees, the more Walton Hills gets, so that they can provide services for their community. So like I said, stay tuned for more information about that. And obviously this is in Walton Hills, but a lot of people probably think it's in the Village, because the Village is very close by. I thought I would also let you know that Northfield Village is looking for somebody for their rec board. And this information is on our website. That's what it looks like, and I can tell you more about it. So the Village of Northfield is seeking applicants for a Village Recreation Board. Let's see. Candidates must be residents of the village who are registered to vote and do not hold any other municipal office or appointment. Board members are not paid and are expected to attend meetings held at 6:30 p.m. on the first Wednesday of the month, when needed. Letters of interest should be submitted by January 7th via mail or email to the Village Administrator Clerk, Lisa Rodriguez, at 199 Ledge Road, Northfield, Ohio 44067, or you can email adminassistant@northfieldvillage-oh.gov. So there you go. If you are looking to get on the rec board and you lived in the village, I will have a link to this as well in the description. All right, moving along. What else do we have? This is really just kind of a little petty thing, but I was just kind of wondering if anybody else has this issue. Obviously, more and more of us are bagging our own groceries. And, I'm getting pretty good at, before, if I was going to get a lot of produce, I would just go through the regular, the cashiers, so they can deal with all that. But I'm getting a little bit better at, all the produce and weighing them and looking for the codes and, looking for the scan bar and all of that. But this is my biggest struggle when it comes to self-checkout. I have the most difficult time just getting the bags. They're like the plastic to separate. I was just wondering if anybody else had that problem. Maybe we could commiserate together. And I'm telling you, sometimes I don't even think about it and it works out fine. And then other times it's like, come to a screeching halt, it seems like 10 minutes trying to just get one bag, but I might be exaggerating. The struggle is real, though. The struggle is real. And let me just tell you, I made a little meme about this, and I was going to post it on Reddit. They have a subreddit for memes, so I thought, well, let me put it there. See if I want to get other people saying if they have this issue or not. Maybe it's not just me. And my post got taken down. They have all of these rules, which, I've had a Reddit account for a long time, but I do more reading. I don't comment. I don't participate. And I guess if you don't comment and you don't, vote or interact with the posts on there, you can't, and it depends on every subreddit is different, but they sent me a very condescending email. It's like this and that. I'm like, I don't even know how anybody can post anything on Reddit. It's like, that's my little venting thing about Reddit, but maybe I'll post a picture in the link about the email I got from them, because I thought it was a little rude. And I'm like, it's just a silly little meme. It's not like political. If it the subreddit rules, it was fine for that. It was just more of the Reddit rules. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't even care about Reddit, but I just thought it was just an idea, which I probably will never ever do again. They have their thing, I have my thing, let the two not come together, I guess. All right. So, I do like to provide good information to you people. I don't have an image for this. So hang on a second. Once again, I'm hunting for images. Here we go. Again, I like to educate people sometimes, especially when it comes to the season, being cold. Obviously, we had a little white stuff today, but nothing too bad. But it is very important to have the right thermostat, and I'm going to submit a link down in the description, because I think that there may be some people that don't have the right thermostat. And there's many different kinds of thermostats. They have Wi-Fi ones, programmable ones, and non-programmable. And I found information on the Jackson Comfort website that I think you might find interesting. So I will let you peruse that in your own time. Let's see what else I have on the list for today. I'm a little out of it. I haven't done the show for like 2 weeks, and I'm like, new year, it feels like a new show. Oh, yes, also on our website, um, ChickfilA is, I mentioned ChickfilA is looking for workers. I'm going to have a link to a couple jobs that we have listed. ChickfilA, they're starting at $16 an hour, and you get benefits, health benefits. So that is wonderful. K Roof Care is looking for a part-time administrative assistant at their Northfield Center office. So again, you'll be able to find the information on the link that I send or put in the description. And this last bit I've talked about in previous shows. Let's see here. It's the classes, social media classes that I am conducting. It's called Game of Engagements, the whole series of classes. And basically what you can learn from these classes is, maybe you work for a company, or you own a company, maybe a small company, and you want to learn how to utilize social media better. I've been doing social media marketing since 2008, 9-ish. And I see a lot of businesses struggling with it, and they tell me that they don't know how to do it, or they would like to send their employees some classes. So we have some classes that are going to be starting up very soon, like this week. This is a new year, new week. In these classes, you're going to only use why you're going to use social media, what you're going to post out, how you're going to post it out, where you're going to post it out, all in the same time, thinking about the target, which is like, who are you targeting? Lots of important questions. And I call it game of engagements because social media to me it's kind of fun. And if you do it right, it's kind of like playing the game. You win if you play the game right, and you have to know how to play. And I say engagements because that's really kind of like the goal of social media, is to get people to like, comment, and share your information. And I mean, social media is the best way to get out your information to a broad amount of people. It is the number one way to get the information out to people that you don't even know. You can reach out to people that haven't even, been into your business, or don't even know anything about you. So I now have a link where you can sign up for these classes, and it's going to be down in the description. I've been talking about this link for a while, so you can actually join. It doesn't cost anything to go into the community. I don't have anything public right now, but I will be adding stuff this week. I will be adding classes. There will be some free classes. And then if you sign up in like this first week of January 2022, you can have a discount on classes. My discount price right now is the classes are only $20 for each class. Like I said, there's going to be some free classes. And we're also going to have classes not just that answer these questions, but we're going to have specific questions or specific techniques for different types of businesses. Like if your business is in the car industry, like automotive, if you're in the restaurant business, if you're in service business, especially home services, we're going to have special classes just for those categories. And it's not just answering these questions too. A lot of people want to know, how to make a show like this. I can show you that. How to podcast. And some of the other classes, building a social media strategy, effective content creation. I'm telling you, that's probably like one of my favorite, is showing how to make the different types of content. And I can't talk enough about that. Email marketing, Google My Business. These are just some of the classes we're going to be featuring. And let us know what you're looking for. We can make a class for it if we think that other people would be interested as well. This is going to be an ongoing thing where we're going to be adding more classes over time. And it's going to all be, basically you need to sign up for this community and the classes will be there. They're not going to be on Facebook. They're not going to be on YouTube. I wanted to have them off the platforms because who knows? Zuckerberg could, heaven forbid, decide to shut down Facebook. So I decided to have my community outside of Facebook, but obviously I will be promoting it on Facebook. I just wanted to have a place for people. So anyway, when you join the community and there'll be classes there, you can watch the classes. The classes are going to be on demand. Once we put them up, you can watch them whenever you want. We're not going to do any live classes. You can watch when you want. You can watch them as many times as you want. So maybe you want, especially the content class, I talk about so many ideas and so many different types of content that you might want to watch it a week later. So anyways, they'll be on demand. Well, I kind of feel like I've overstayed my welcome and I should stop jabbering, and I will see you next week. And thank you for watching. Go Browns.